1 2 1 2. Test the mic. Mic check. 1 2. Check. Test the mic. 1 2. Test the mic. 1 2. Test the mic. 1 2. Esoteric on your screen here again. Test the mic. 1 2 1 2. Test the mic. Let me check the volume here before I start my entertainment. All right. The volume here before I start my entertainment. All right. Volume is perfect. Perfect. Got a beautiful volume. Hey guys, welcome. Esoteric on your screen here for you again. Please share the link for us. We have another wonderful show coming away here quickly. Voice of SINOE. I'm will go home one day. I will expose you though. I will expose you. I will expose you. If you I will expose you.
Blinded dino, where is it? Whatever dino, Cafe, never dino, killing Kida Kalika, Moyeluo, they know you clear Yeluo, Aledelo, Sigere, Magenwo, Sigere, Magenwo, Sigere, Magenwo, Sigere, Magenwo.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another brand edition of Voice of SINOE in the Diaspora with Dr. SARYORPODEH, Esoteric, honors tool by the chosen few. Welcome to another brand new edition once again. We are here once again to have a wonderful conversation to inform you so that you can be in the know, to be abreast of developments within the USAA and SINOE County. Of course, you got to understand it's a voice of SINOE. And also you will be know you have to be in the know of the happenings in SINOE County and that of the USAA. All right, welcome. Do us a favor, share the link for us. I will highly appreciate it. Share the link, follow us on YouTube, and that's something we greatly appreciate. Do that for us. All right, again on YouTube, if you don't know, it's not SARYORPODEH on YouTube, it's Madison Freeman. So Madison, Freeman. That's it right there. You will see us on YouTube. You can watch us on your big television set at home. Relax on the couch and look at, handsome Dr. SARYORPODEH, the great man. The fearless Dr. SARYORPODEH. The moral iconoclast. Yeah, I will break those things that the things they are sacred, that we should not touch. The things that some people consider to be holy, such as corruption. Do not challenge corruption. I will challenge that. I will vandalize corruption within SINOE County and in the USA. And then from there, I will start to propagate all over the 15 political subdivisions of Liberia. And after that, we'll start to propagate across Africa. And then right now, I'm ubiquitous, so I will start to be all over the place. And people will start, that's the guy, that's the moral soldier. The man who replicated the moral philosophy of the great thinker, Socrates. The man who subscribed to the philosophy of Frederick Nietzsche. The man we call the philosophical iconoclast. All right, so what we have for you today on the platform, let's get started here on the show. We normally get 1 p.m., but we are here too. I mean, other things say it's hard to be a father, to be a parent, kind of take care of the little ones for it when they are settled, or taking care of them, you can't take care of the public too. All right, so now let's get to the basic here that we want to get out of the way for the show. Just quickly, I want to remind you or let you know, it's the first time that we are bringing this information to you. The national president of our union, President Francis Myers, last year she lost her father, and so she will be taking off black, So officially, she will be getting the community. It's tough for 1 year. She's been mourning her father. So the president will be taking off black. Okay, it will be the 5th of February. All right, 2022. It should be 2022 actually. So it's a typo over there. Let me correct that. Instead of 2021, it will be 2022 February. Let me make that correction quickly over there so I don't get in trouble. All right, so that's it. The president will be taking up black, and she's inviting all the sundry. Will be on Elmwood Avenue. If you are at the program of my mother the other day, will be in that same church, but the hall will be is the one upstairs. Okay, Grace Church, Elmwood. That's where the president taking off black, ceremony will be held. All right, so you are all welcome, and come and support the president. She's doing a wonderful job for the community. And so something good and tragic happened. Let's try to support each other. Okay, that's something that I just want to let you know. Let's see. Another thing that I want to put here today. I think I made a mistake here. I want to go quick commercial. We got to put that out. That's something that we are starting. I'll be right back. Let me get that. Let me get something out there quick. All right, guys, welcome back to Voices SINOE here. I just wanted to get something out there in my studio quickly. It's loading right now. All right, thank you for your patience. So welcome back to Voices SINOE. That stuff is still taking a little bit too long. Let me play the commercial again. I'll be right back. All right, guys. Sorry. That's it's again to be the producer, and so we started a new thing on Voices SINOE, which we call Viewer of the Day recognition. Okay, so we have many viewers out there that follow the show, but moving forward, every show that we get here will have Viewer of the Day, person that will recognize. So our Viewer of the Day on this platform is Mr. PANTOE. Mr. James PANTOE is our Viewer of the Day. He has been following the Voices SINOE from day one. Every time we get on, Mr. PANTOE is here to follow and to be informed. Despite his disability, he's followed the show. He wants to know what is going on in the community. And so we want to start the show by recognizing Mr. James PANTOE. Thank you so much for being a loyal follower of Voices SINOE in the diaspora. Thank you so much. Thank you as well for sharing. Every time we'll get on, Mr. PANTOE, he gets on and share the show. If he gets on, maybe he doesn't follow the live show. Anytime he gets on, he kind of shares the show or he follows. When he doesn't see me on, he will send me a text. Oh, my son, what's going on? you know, and stuff that. So he's a wonderful man. He was a former vice president of the Delaware Valley chapter. And so, Mr. PANTOE, I want to say thank you so much. We recognize you in a special way today. You are the viewer of the day on Voice of SINOE. All right. That's something we want to get out of the way. And let me see what else here that I want to put on next. Okay, this one quick. Let me step on some religious people toes here for a second. My viewers here are Christian, but hey, this is the Voice of SINOE, of course. So we want to I call this a Christianity or insanity. From Pope to shoes liquor or kisser. I know it's harsh. Those are harsh words, but hey, I don't understand certain things. And so maybe people will put it in context for me. But again, I am the iconoclast. I challenge and question things that people revered. And that's why they call me the follower of Petra Nietzsche, the philosophical iconoclast. So I saw this image. The Pope Francis, he was literally crawling on the floor and licking people's shoes. And I was kind of, what is going on here? Christianity or insanity? From Pope to shoes, liquor, or kisser. The Roman Catholic Pope of the whole world is on the floor. I mean, what he did, according to the caption of that, where I took it from when the poster, when they published that, they said he met with some African leaders. I think it's the leaders of Sudan, either South or North, I'm not too sure. But the Pope met with them to put an end to the war, which I think I admire. I admire that move by the Pope. But to the extent where you're going to be licking the shoes of murderers, it kind of insane. I found that to be insane. I know they say in the Bible, Jesus was licking people's shoes, and maybe that's a tradition, but I think that is too, it's not, I don't find people, I don't think that, I think something is fundamentally wrong with somebody licking another person's shoes or kissing another person's shoes. It's just weird. Let me show you the image I'm talking about here. Let me share this with you. That's Voice of SINOE. It just, I saw that like, what in the world is this? A man, yes, the man here kissing the people's shoes. He's living on the ground. Let me take that bullet point from there. The Pope is kissing and licking those terrible African leaders that kill their own people because of power. And the Pope is kissing, he's becking and licking those people's shoes. No, that is not okay. These people, they need force. These people whose shoes that the Pope is licking, those people, they are criminal. They hate their people. And that's why Africans are poor, because they want to appease themselves. It is about themselves, not about the people. And so the Pope got to come and humiliate himself, licking these people's shoes, killing their own people. It's another one here, licking all shoes. It is embarrassing. It is embarrassing, and that's why I don't like Christianity, a part of it. It's humiliating. The people think what is not okay to be okay. There is no way whether Jesus says it or God says it, it is not okay for another human being to lick another human being or kiss another human being's shoes. That is disgraceful. The man is crawling on the floor to kiss, to beg the man to stop killing your own people. I mean, again, the motive is fine, but I don't like, I mean, you can still talk to the people without kissing their shoes. No. It's not okay. And so I was bothered by this. And some of these things that when the Christian virtue, they call it humility and being meek, the meek will help, they will, I mean, come on, you be meek and humble 24/7 and somebody stepping on you. Got to stand up. Be a soldier too. Stand up to the next man or woman. You know, let somebody come. The point humiliating himself, licking people's shoes. It was disturbing. It was quite disturbing. I don't know. I haven't seen a regular pastor say, all the pastor, my pastor that taught me, my Reverend Kamo, when I do this thing, no. Okay, so I don't know their shoes. Certain things they are not just okay to do. For me, I don't know when people want to do it. That's why I just think it's weird to lick another man's shoes because you want a person to stop killing his own people. You catch your criminals, you carry them to jail because they are murdering people. And they put the money in their pockets and they're buying guns 24/7 just to harm their own people. And the Pope got to go kiss them to beg them. All right, that's something I just saw. It was disturbing to me, so I couldn't wait to share with you guys. All right, let me get to something else here. Let's move on rapidly. We got some important things here today that you don't want to miss on the platform, so you got to share. Let's stay on the religious line as well. Let's stay on the religious. Let me take the religious talking points out of the way. Let me take them out of the way so that let me see certain things I got here. Let me just delete them so I don't have crowded dashboard here. I also want to get this on here for us. Does God actually have the ability to heal the sick and restore the sight of the blind? I'm on a little religious note today. That's what, esoteric, understood by the chosen few. We'll come to other things that important issues that I want to discuss. But let me get under the skin of the religious people some more. My followers, they are religious. Someone will run away. That's fine. But the information will be here. Dr. SARYORPODEH will be here. And I will talk how I feel, the way I see the word. And you tell me the way you see the word, that's fine. I have no issue with it. But does God actually have the ability to heal the sick and restore the sight of the blind? Well, that's what they told us in the Bible. They said that Jesus man that the people are following, Jesus healed the sick. Okay? They may heal the sick. For example, I've seen some Bible verses here that I took, Psalm 146:8. The Lord opens the eyes of the blind. The Lord raises up those who are bowed down. The Lord loves the righteous. Isaiah 35:5 says, then the eyes of the blind will be opened, and the ears of the deaf will be unstopped. Isaiah 29:18 says, on that day the deaf will hear words of a book, and out of their gloom and darkness the eyes of the blind will see. So you got all the Bible, Isaiah 42:18, hear you deaf, and look you blind, that you may see. I mean, these are voices in the Bible. And why am I saying this? Why am I playing that? There's a little girl. She is highly talented. She has beautiful voice. She's a nightingale. I mean, she's not the only one. There are many people I can count out there. They are visually impaired. They are Christian. They are religious people. They are kind-hearted. They pray 24/7. They pay their tithe and offering. Yet, nothing happens. Now, again, there is just one out of the thousands or millions, if you like. It's a little girl right here. I mean, it's when I look at some of these things, and I mean, the little girl is praying and singing for the Lord. But see your condition.
Do you know how much I really need you? I did pray for the day when I could finally kiss you. You know, see, every day I did pray for you. Oh, in my house today, so many places for you. That's why my eyes will be like, you can. Cause now
So now, here's the question. My question is, does God actually have the ability to heal the sick and restore the sight of the blind? There is a little girl, very talented little girl. But the condition of her sight, it wasn't caused by her, I'm quite sure. It wasn't the fault, I'm quite sure, of the parents either. Even if the parents did it all, the girl herself caused the problem to her eyes. The question is, does God have the ability to restore the sight of the blind? Did Jesus indeed open the eyes or make the blind to see again? And so what? This little girl eyes cannot be opened by the Lord that the people pray to. The loving one, they say he is all loving. He cares for everybody. And so I've been watching a video, many videos she's singing for the Lord, but her condition is still the same. There's another one, I think Flavor Flav, one Liberian kid, it's same thing. And they are singing for God, they are singing for Jesus, they are singing for whatever they believe in, but they think cannot restore their sight. Does God actually have the ability to cure the sick, to restore the sight of the blind? These are some of the things that make religion to be repulsive to me. We are still in the storm of the coronavirus. Churches were closed all over the place. The government closed churches. I mean, the whole world depends on the scientific community, you know. And so, are religious people fooling themselves? Could be. You know, but that's something I just thought I cannot keep watching that over and over. Brilliant little girl, she's talented. She got a singing, beautiful voice, singing for the Lord. For the Lord, you say, you know what? I mean, I don't care to restore your sight.
See, I may not give the world to you, but I give you what I have.
All right, so that's something I just wanted to flag. That voice is SINOE, understood by the chosen few. The thing you don't expect that I will bring to you. All right, let's get to something else here. Let's get to something else. Now that I've gone under the skin of the religious people, they are vexed on them, married. You're correct. Okay. But I will make sure that I'm not trying to convert or deconvert anybody. I just want us to think, that's all. Like one thinker once said, he said, when you are in a dark room and no light there, you don't know that there's a light in there. And then another person comes and put the light on. We don't get outside of your building, just stay, you want to stay in the dark room. So my job is to put the light on so that we can think about some of these things we've been going with forever, years upon years, decades upon decades. And we just carry this thing. And our conditions still the same. You look at religion in Liberia, we got more churches than schools in Liberia. But Liberia is one of the poorest villages in the world. But they're still praying 24/7. And you see the people that carry the Bible to you, they're going to space. They are in a laboratory, you're doing research. But people so money, they pray. All right, let's switch to something else here. Let's switch to something else. Let's switch to something else here. And I made a religion with this. SARYORPODEH. All right, now let me get to this one right here. USA or USA's Judgment Day extended to December 9th, 2021. Why the spontaneous change? USA or United Support Association's Judgment Day extended. It has been extended to December 9th, 2021. Then I'm asking the question, why the spontaneous, why the rapid, why the radical, why the capricious change of position? Why? Again, today, initially, we are We have appeared on this platform and told you over and over that today, the 23rd of November 2021, is the Judgment Day, meaning we are going to court. We are taking Green Coat Gio and his followers, the people that looted our account, we are taking them to court. Today was the day. But then something happened. Something happened. Now, what I'm about to tell you here, because of the legality involved, I will be very superficial, meaning I will be on the surface. I will not disclose a lot of things. I will just give you just a little bit. All right? So that we will be on the same page why the day of judgment was extended to December 9th. Okay? Let me tell you why. You see, the Green Coat Geo, which the organization, what they call now, National Support Association, which is headed by Green Coat Geo, right? I told you yesterday and other days before yesterday what the community has tried to do. We have tried all the methods. We are giving all the proposals. Even the last minute of time, our elder, Mr. Bodo, was disrespected. They told the elder to go to the bank and wait for them so they can get the money. The elder waited for nearly almost 6 to 7 hours. And the people did not call the elder. And the elder he had to call and say, oh, you guys are not coming. And they say, oh, no, we are not coming. We are not giving the money to you anymore. Okay. And that was the effort by the community. And people are still trying to take the thing out of court. Now, today is the day of judgment. But along the way, you know, before Green Coat Geo hired a lawyer called, a law friend called John Wesley. A law firm. That's why they got hired. You know, hire one guy in Minnesota there who was contradicting himself from the beginning. He couldn't spell words correctly. But my hunch is it looks as if you have to understand from day one, Green Coat Geo and followers, they are not honest. And so they were not honest with the judge. They didn't tell the judge or the lawyer the truth. And so the lawyer, after they finished giving the lies to the man said, you know what? The guys, their presentation is not holding water. It's not holding water. What they're deliberating here, I have my record. Because you have to understand, lawyers, they build their record based on the number of cases that they win. Okay? So the man did his analysis. He found out that the guys, that whatever they were saying, it was not coherent. It was not consistent. They were all over the place. And so he said, you know, I can go to the court there in front of the judge and embarrass myself and put my credential on the line. And so the man said, you know what? You guys can do yourself a favor and find you a new lawyer. And so the guys have been struggling to find a lawyer. They went all over to try to find the best lawyers. You know, they are financial, they are bankrupt as well. They are broke. They only got our money and they want Allah to get money. You know, that everything they got is our money. You know, so when they go to the good lawyers, the lawyer will say, you know what? Yes, my bill. Then if they run away. Because, you know, they say, if you want quality, you got to pay good money. You know. And so they will go to a good lawyer. The lawyer will want to price the Green Coat Geo, run away. Manager will run away. All of them, Evangelist James Carter will run away. As soon as they call the price, they will call, but they are both men. Celebrities will run away. As soon as they call the price, what, $60,000? But that the money will just raise. What we'll do now? You know, so everywhere they went, they couldn't find a good lawyer. So what they did was, last minute of time, the guys, they found a Somalian lawyer, Somalian guy. When the man speaking the English, said, yeah, that's what Haiti you speak. That's what Haiti the man speaks. So Green Coat Geo had no option but to hire a Somalian lawyer. You see, desperation, that's why it does. If you're not listening, you just settle with anything now. So the Somalian guy, they hire now, the men were reasonable to them. You know, the men are also not from Africa to came here to also. So, you know, and Al-Shabaab, the insurgent over there, they ruined the country. You know, so the men here to hustle. So you say, okay, send the guy and get sense. They won't get that money to me. Hey, I'll do also want that. Well, I'll win the case or not, I'll get something still in my pocket. So they hire the Somalian guy. All right. The Somalian guy they hire. Oh, let me see your name again. The Somalian lawyer they better get. Let me see the guy's name. So they hired a Somalian lawyer. And yesterday, well, I don't want to verify the name here quick. The Somalian lawyer's name. What the Somalian man name again? Right. Masouzi, they don't joke, they don't lie to me, they give me your teen every day. Yeah, reliable sources too. Yeah. They send the information unembellished. All right, right here. Let me see. I want to see that guy's name. So the lawyer name, the Somalian man is Gerald Noseburn, whatever his name is. They're an album, something like that. Jared. So they hired a Somalian guy. So the Somalian guy, our lawyer, been communicating lately. And so yes, today is the court day. So what the lawyers normally do, they can go one day ahead to meet with the judge, because the judge got to get everybody got to give their work, their people working everything to the judge, so that the judge and the team, they'll be able to look at it, and based on your presentation, they'll look at the evidence, the material you submitted, and from there, from your analysis, they'll be looking at the information to make their decision. So yesterday, the Somalian man, the hustler, the man that get a green geo hired, and our lawyer, our seasoned lawyer, that way it's good to get contact, we get Dr. Fallis and those great people. So the man got a connection, bringing the great people on board to help our people, to restore our money. Yeah.
I need some juice.
I don't think we got juice in there, but you can get water though.
No, I don't want.
All right.
We do have juice.
Check there though, but no noise. Thank you.
But I would apple one.
All right, help yourself. Sorry, guys. So the lawyer and our seasoned lawyer, they met yesterday in the courtroom to meet with the judge. And so they were doing some paperwork, exchanging papers and stuff of that nature. And by the time our lawyer had submitted a whole volume, or if you like, an anthology. It's a collection of a bundle of things. Or if you like, it's a tome. It's a book. Tome, T-O-M-E is a word for you. It's a big book. So she submitted a whole document, bam, on the judge's desk. Green Court Somali lawyer, Jack. I said, wow. So then they went into a little conversation, and our lawyer just asked me a simple question. Do you know the DA is pursuing these guys? All right. And so DA, I think Attorney General or something, right? What are they pursuing the guy? And the lawyer said, no, I don't know. I don't know what are the guy case with the DA and stuff like that. So, wow. Anyway, so the lawyer said, you know what? Right now, I don't have enough evidence. I don't have enough information because my people, Green Code Geo and followers, the people that I'm dealing with, they're hiding a lot of information from me. So I don't have a lot of information right now to make my case. So I'm backing you, Judge. Y'all give me some time. Let's extend the time to the 9th of December. Or give me some time. So the judge said, okay, we can give you the 9th to go and talk to your people and get the right evidence. All right? And so that's what the court day has been extended to December. Now, we must say something to you here. Again, I will be very superficial. I got a lot of things that I will tell you. But let me assure the members of the union, of the United Support Association in Americas, you have a very beautiful case. And you stand a good chance of beating Green Code Geo and followers. Trust me. From all indications, our lawyer, again, the lawyer will not take a case that will not build a person portfolio. The guys are building a record. So our lawyer, Summer has given us the guarantee that there is no way, if you bring the lawyers that argue the George Zimmerman case, you will not win this case. Students. All right. So they can't win the case. So we want to assure you that Green Code Judeo and followers, their Somalian lawyer asked for extension so that you'll be able to see whether they can put Green Code Judeo in coherent case. Whether you know the lawyer now that a job you have to make some sort of argument so the man can enjoy a little money from Green. You know, all of them, because they needed one lawyer or one lawyer each. But you know, the guys are they are impecunious. When you are impecunious, you are broke. They don't have money. And so the one Somalian guy is defending all of them. Forgetting to know that Darius' case is a criminal case, you know. So I don't know, the man, he has expertise area of law. So the man will be doing civil cases, you'll be doing charity cases, you'll be doing criminal cases. I don't know. At the same time, you'll be judging everything, you'll be representing them. But so now the day has been extended to the 9th of this December. That's the court date of the USA. That's the court date. The people got a lot of distraction here, guys. Sorry. So, but let me see something I wanted to tell you. I'm trying. I got a lot of things, but again, until I get the go ahead, so I'll be on the surface. I'll be on the surface superficially. I'll present the information superficially, but again, we stand on good ground. Another thing I must tell you is, Green Judeo's lawyer, the Somalian guy, proposed. As a matter of fact, it's the judge that suggested that, you know, since there is a dispute between two forces over $90,000, and once I took that money, what I would suggest is to have an escrow account. Okay, it will be the court will be in charge of that account. So Green Code Judeo and his group, they should bring the $90,000 put in the account. Now, in the process, they also said, oh, but you know, the people also, and the national administration, the USA also, they got $2,000 of the money. And so we're asking to, so they can put their own $2,000 in the account. So our lawyer said, but this is the legitimate organization. You guys are the one that defected. When Obaku came, he turned the money over to you. So why is it that you left and you don't want to turn the money over to the next administration? But anyway, so the judge said, you know, okay, since this is the case, they defected and they don't want to give the money, let the money be placed in an escrow account. It's an account that the court, you know, when you have people debating, so because it doesn't make sense right now, we are arguing, and then the other people we are arguing with, they say, you know, we the good people will keep the money. It's not right. And that's why I've been telling these people.
Daddy,
What happened?
we have juice and I already washed my bottle from the other juice, so can you help me pour it, please?
You want that? Okay, hold on, guys. Let me go on quick commercial here. All right, guys, welcome back. Sorry again, and the little ones are home, you know, and so we got to attend to them while we attend to you. So it's called simultaneous broadcast. So, like I was telling you, so the judge said, you know what, you guys, we recommend that we open a separate account that the court will be in charge of, and then after we go through the process, whoever wins the case, the court will give the money to that side. And so right now, Green Code Judeo and the team. Now, you have to understand these guys are not honest. We will play the audio for you again for the second time. Green Court GDO board chairman, just maybe 2 weeks ago, when she came from Philadelphia, she went to Minnesota. They had a teleconference where she was making report to the people. And KAMBLEH RUSS reported to his valley, not to us, not to the United States, to their group. They had a secret meeting. And she reported to us, and I brought the audio out. RUSS said the people are after the $90,000. And so we are not touching the $90,000. Our project, we intended to undertake 3 projects. It will be around 90 grand or 92, but we don't have that money. We only raised $60,000. And so because of the budget deficit, we will get rid of the Palava hut that we're supposed to build in Pelican. And we're only undertake 2. And so I sent $28,000 from the $60,000. That's what RUSS reported to us. Now, they went and told their Somalian lawyer the $28,000, they sent $28,000 to Liberia and they are undertaking project, and they took it from the $90,000. You see how the people, they are not honest? They are still after your money. The people of the Sapo land, Green Court GDO, after eating the money over and over, the last money they stole from us, they are still doing everything to steal the money. And so they told their Somalian lawyer, we took $28,000 from the $90,000. It's not their $60,000 again. They are switched. We will play the audio so you can listen to RUSS make a report. They are not honest. No, they will not be honest with a lawyer. And that's why the first lawyer left. Because they keep lying and lying and lying and lying. And you have to understand, once you tell your lawyer, the other lawyer, they will compare notes. And so the audio will be also given to our lawyer, so that you can see, they can see the vacillation, the inconsistency of KAMBLEH RUSS. I respect the lady a whole lot, and I still respect her. But I think she is now corroding and, damaging her record, following Green to join the liars. And now she is also a liar now. Yes, to tell your lawyer that you took from the $90,000 you stole. You and somebody did not agree. You took our money. We are arguing over it, and you tell your lawyer, you know what? We are the people arguing, but we took $28,000 on the money and we sent it to Liberia to build Palava huts. Not the $60,000 we raised. Even though you told us that the $28,000 was taken from the $60,000 you guys raised. Oh, my people, we are inside. Our people back home. This is why you see that why you are not making progress. We have good people that have good intentions for you, but we got other people that are not in your interests. It's all about them. Okay? People like KAMBLEH RUSS, they are not in your interests. RUSS is a nurse, RN, registered nurse. But RUSS, instead of, at least, again, I told you guys the other day, if RUSS said, let's use that $28,000 and give students scholarship in Liberia, I will have no issue with that. If RUSS said, you know what, let's build a library in SINOE County and put books in it, I wouldn't have a problem with that. I have RUSS said, let's put $28,000 worth of drugs in the clinics, various clinics or health posts across SINOE County, I wouldn't have a problem with that. Have RUSS say, you know what, women are riding motorbike when they are pregnant, when they go to the hospital, let's get an ambulance. I wouldn't have a problem with that. But RUSS left all those good things. And RUSS say, you know what, I am an RN, I am educated, but what is good for you, the people of SINOE County, is Palava hut. That is disgraceful. It's embarrassing to me, for my daughter, to somebody will say, oh, In our culture, women are our daughters, no matter how old you are. The men are the children of the ladies. So when I say my daughter, I'm not talking down to her. She is my daughter. I am the voice of the elders, the spokesperson for the ancestors. So our daughter has gone wrong, pitiful. She got good heart. But she screwed up because of cronyism, because of familyism, because of bodyism. She ruined your own record. And join the choir of liars. Yeah, man, join the choir of liars. Green Code to you. The likes of Larry King, a.k.a. Christopher Wally. The other liar they call Caesar Tuber. All of them, the bunch of liars. They are not honest. They stole our money and they go tell the lawyer, oh, the $90,000 we took $28,000. They don't want to spend that money. And they say they raised $60,000. And man, Ross told us they took that $28,000 and they ain't cashing their money, but now they go lie to the lawyer. And our doctor SARYORPODEH will not be quiet. And tell our community we start to do the right thing. We don't take other people to be fools. The same $100 you pay, man, Ross pay, Green Code Geo pay, even though Simon Show they not pay. I pay that money. It is all of us money. And so you cannot hijack the money and you make a decision to build Palava Hut, something that will not benefit my people in SINOE County. Assuming they upgrade the title from Palava Hut to Nurses Quarter. Tell me, how many of our people are sleeping in Palava in Nurses Quarter by home? How many of our people are sleeping nothing? How many? If Madam Ross said, for example, let John Alex Soddenboy Noah to roof our people's houses and change all the roof and join the men, it will make sense to me. At least they will not be sleeping on leaking houses. That would be money well spent. Let's change the roof of the people's houses. Let John Soddenboy Noah. That's something that will make sense to me. But the people turn their back and they say they're building Palava Hut. And they're lying. That's the lie. And Madam Raw will not go free with this one. I'm on her back. She is a good lady, and I want her to remain good. If it's not yet, let Madam Ross to leave Green Code alone. Because where Green is going, Green is a big tree. I gave you guys the analogies before. Green is a big tree. Those of us that grew up on the farm, when we are cutting the trees down, we don't just go to the big tree. We can chop out the little ones, and then we go to the big one. Green does not want to go down alone. So he wants to chop all the trees around him so that he can carry other people along with him. And that's why Green is on here. But people don't know. And so Madam Roy is damaging yourself and joining Green and telling the lawyer that they used the $28,000 she sent to SINOE, and from the $90,000 is now from the $60,000 they raised. See the contract. So they listen to her. Don't take it from me. Just listen to Madam Ross herself. Just listen to her. So that's the main topic. So we're going to go to that audio now. Erratic mathematical reduction. Erratic mathematical reduction from 90,000 to 62,000. And now this is what I call denuding the well-dressed lie of Madam Ross or KAMBLEH Ross. Denude, when you denude something, you strip it butt naked. Okay? So there is something, I don't know whether you have heard this story. There's a story. Lie and truth, they went swimming, right? And so when they went swimming, they, obviously not all the time, but they took out their regular clothes, they stripped themselves naked and they jumped in the water, they were swimming, And so they went on the water and they were doing that. You had to go there and they were playing this game. When you go there, they will time you to stay there for a certain time. Whoever will stay there for a long time, you win. Okay, so that's the game. Lie and truth, they were playing. And so lie went first. And the timing, the lie came up. And then it was two times. True wanted to beat lie. All right, so True went on the water. And True stayed there for the longest. By the time True got out, Lie wore the clothes of Truth. You know, everybody knows they're in the town. They know the clothes that Truth can wear, and they know the clothes Lie can wear. So Lie went and put on the clothes of Truth. And so they start walking. By the time Truth came from underwater, Lie gone and took her. So Truth was naked now. So that why when you hear that expression, they say the naked truth. That's where it came from. The naked truth, because Lie took the clothes of Truth. And so Truth started going around town and say, "Oh, did you see Lie?" Then, but we saw Truth just passing, but Lie was in Truth clothes. You know. So the point I'm making right now, I'm about to denude the well-dressed Lie. The Green Code Geo and followers, they have dressed up this Lie, and I'm coming to scrape it naked. I will give True clothes back to Truth, because the clothes does not belong to Lie. You can't wear True clothes and pretending to be True. No. So let's denude that. So Erratic, they told us the $90,000, nothing happened to it. In no time, the guys have switched gear. Okay, they switched gear now. The money now from the $90,000. Now let's listen to Madam Ross. A recent report. Let me play that report again. I played it before. But my job here is to free our people from these liars. They are not honest. Flipping you around whole day. Let me get to that quick. It's coming here. I will play the audio. It's unfortunate. The people just to cause confusion in the community, so they continue to lie and lie and lie. Let me see. Let me put the speaker on. I want it to be loud enough for you.
They causing noise tonight. This person not driving. Are you driving? Okay. Let me put a sound. If Mr. Russ on. Yes. Already. So that's it. You move from there, you go. So yeah, Mr. President. Nobody's on mute now. Yeah. But I assume we have good numbers of the board members here. Now, are you conducting a meeting, or I'm conducting a meeting? Who's conducting it? You can go ahead. You conducted the meeting. Okay, who the secretary is? Your secretary? Going to read it, you know? Yeah, this is only your read agenda. It's not when I will do it. Okay, we can go ahead with the agenda then, please. So again, go ahead with the agenda.
I want to get to an update.
Time to speak. This meeting will be recorded. This we get French in the meeting. Okay, thank you. Okay, here's the agenda for tonight. It's opening prayer number 1. Number 2, welcome with Mike. Number 3, update from the regular peace negotiation. Number 4, lawsuit. And number 5, closing prayer. We can start items on the agenda. So we can all of matter there. Okay, somebody wants to get something. So that all of matters is closing prayer. Okay, all of matters will be number 4.
I know I'm gonna go and listen to the people then. They are killing their people economically, and then they pray to God. I know I'm gonna go and listen to them.
I will be on mute. Until I call, I will talk. I will be on mute throughout. So we have all of my number 4, number 5 will be the closing prayer. Okay, so
that's the agenda for tonight's meeting. So with that being said, I'll let a motion.
Let me forward a little bit. I want to update.
Okay. I move that the agenda just read an opening prayer, please. And it will come tonight.
Well, Mr. Evangelist J. Can pray.
Yeah. The speaker is recognized. Please give it.
Thank you. Well, I want to take this time to express my thanks and appreciation to President Gideon, the board of directors, and the executives for the confidence imposed in me since our 2021 convention in Minnesota. I was elected to be the chairperson of the board, and I was given the merit to start the peace negotiation by the president. I just want to take the time to tell every one of you thank you for the support I have gotten, for the respect, and for the short time we work together. I think the understanding and the peace that we have among ourselves make us very strong. I want to point that out tonight. So, during our convention, our 2021 convention in Minnesota, we as a group, we decided, or we reached two resolutions, major resolutions. Number one resolution was, our president, Honorable Gideon, requiring the medicine for project. Is number one thing, with all the noise being caused around here, he said that whatever money that we raise for the convention, he wants to continue the project for our unfortunate brothers and sisters that come in SINOE County, Nigeria. So that was number one thing on the agenda. Number two, as we all know, the president is not a confusion list. Although he doesn't answer phone calls sometimes.
All right. He's not a confucianist. Nobody here believes that. Okay. Honor the man, the organization is divided. So that's a big lie over there, man. RUSS told. Okay. Green is the biggest confucianist ever.
Sometimes, but he takes his own time to approach issues.
And she told us that Green does not answer phone, and that's something we've been saying over and over. So she admitted to that. Green does not pick up his phone.
Then, Madam Chair, I'm giving you the mandate to bring peace back to our union.
Are we still on the path of peace? Well, man, RUSS will answer that question.
So when I took office, those two things were the major priorities I will focus on. So I'm going to take one thing at a time. Number one on my agenda was to start the project in Nigeria.
All right. She wants peace, but her number one priority is to start the project in Liberia. Okay. All right. Just listen. Where is she about to take the money from? Man, RUSS will tell us. My first priority is to start the project in Liberia. It's not to make peace. It's not to establish, to first be united people. Listen to her.
So on September 5th, I'm going to join board meeting after receiving the contract from the data back home in Nigeria. I convened a board meeting, which was our first meeting, and the board approved the project of 3 buildings to be built in Nigeria.
How many buildings? You said 3 buildings, right? Listen, don't listen.
Because the that we decided one building in Pinetown, in Nursing Quarter.
One building in Pinetown, in Greenstown.
Guest house in Jadestown, Wire.
Guest house in another Palava Hut in Manaross's town.
And a nursing quarter in Sinkom, Pelican.
All right, nursing quarter in Sinkom, Pelican. Listen.
The 3 buildings were then approved.
Those are the buildings that were approved. When we say approved, we're talking about the General Assembly, the highest decision-making body of the organization, according to them, that the United Support Association. And there is no way that the organization will make a decision, the General Assembly, and one person will change that decision. Listen.
So then the second thing was, I started making multiple phone calls. So immediately, I started making multiple phone calls to the other side.
To the other side, okay? Here in that language they employ, she wants peace, but to the other side. She doesn't know our names anymore. She doesn't know who we are. So to the other side. I'm on a Ross.
Chairman, Palestine Charlie, and the personal phone call to Babu Yeman, the former president, and the phone call to Peace Jar, former coordinator, and the phone call to Maya Sudi, board member, and the phone call.
Who have 215-220-5734?
That's Priscilla Interpreter.
Okay, Priscilla when I was 18.
18, okay. And the phone call to Photo Jawi, board member, and the phone call to Vice President Mona Malik. And this phone call to other important people within our community. Based on input and concern from none of the individuals, those who I may not name tonight, the number one priority was the money that was taken out of the account. And we want peace in the union should not be touched.
All right, she clear, right? The number one priority of the people that she spoke with, they said the money that we took, instead of saying the money that we stole, should not be touched. That was the message. Listen.
Because sometimes the focus of our people is money more than the peace and unity of our people.
All right. She said some people, money is above all else than the peace. But she the one saying, okay, I want peace, but my first priority is to take money from here and go build Palava huts. But money is not her priority. All right. That's how they twist two things around. They will be doing exactly what they're preaching, but they want to flip it around and say, oh, certain people in the community, their priority is all about money. But my first thing I would do is to send money to $8,000 to Labrador so they can build Palava huts.
So, after making all those phone calls, Paddington, the chairperson, reached to me, and after our conversation, there was nothing positive coming from his end. I'm not going to go into all the details of conversation I had with people, but the one thing from Paddington was we either give them the money or we go to court. He asked me, what do I propose? I propose something. I think the conflict can come to an end. I think we can come together as one body come 2022. And the couple can elect a leader that we can take this money and turn that money over to the leader, and we can all come together as one people.
So in other words, what Mana Ross said, the type of people that left from all over the United States, some people came from Africa that were trooped to Florida. No, they are not type of people that elected Francis Clark Myers. No, that's not important. So the type of people, they should come and elect another leader, because they did not go to Florida. They decided to sit down in Minnesota. They did not go to Florida. So the leader that is elected in Florida, that was elected in Florida, they don't want that leader. Okay. If you don't go to the ballot box, do you stop the operation of the organization? You have to request for new leadership. It was your decision not to go to Florida. You decided not to go. Nobody stopped you from coming to Florida. You and Green put together and say you're having your own convention in Minnesota. And so the people went to Florida and they elected who they wanted. Mana Ross said, the people they elected, the Green we elected in Minnesota, the people, the other person, no, Green was not elected. Green was selected by the Shibets. You know, and that was everybody, the chair lady, the financial man, but basically they're all Shibets. So the Shibets said we selected Green. And the United States Association, the people went to Florida and they elected Francis Clark Myers. Let the type of people go and elect another person again. We don't want the two people there. We selected Green, but we don't want Green. The people elected Francis, we don't want Francis.
I told him the grand jury and two people that put up together one. They two have a conflict in their own camp. So I don't think the will come back and work together. I think we are mature enough to put ourselves together, so I think we can do this.
Mana Ross, we agree we are mature, and that's what we are asking. They are being given all the proposals to Green. And Green said, you know, I'm not going to listen. It's not maturity. It's called petulance. It's childish.
What I reached out to you. So he coming back after a couple of days. He said, Madam Chair, the only offer I have for you is for the money to be turned over to the Francis administration or the court. And the court will decide. And I told him, okay, I will see you in court.
All right. So that's the peaceful woman that she said when the man said, this is what the General Assembly instructed us to do. Mana Ross said, okay, see you in court. But say, yes, she's making peace. She said, see you in court. And so those of you that are saying, oh, we are insisting to go to court, no, it's not us. It's Mana Ross and Green Court GDO, they want to go to court. The man said, oh, this is what the people told me. And she said, okay, I have no other option, meet me in court. All right? That's what she said.
I know I'm late. Okay. So, based on that, other information I was getting from people, I called a brief meeting with the deputy in Minnesota, those of us are here, and told them that I don't think it'll be okay to start 3 projects.
All right, who is talking? It's Mana Ross. I just said it is not okay for us to start 3 projects, okay? She is the one that's making the call right now. Listen. There's a reason why I'm playing this. So the portion is coming now. Listen.
We're concerned about the 90,000 that we have in our possession.
She admitted, number one, that they got it $90,000. The $90,000 that we have in our possession. All right. So she admitted that they got the money. All right.
And the project that we want to undertake, the cost of 92,000 plus.
Okay. The 3 projects they want to undertake, they cost 92,000 plus. All right.
Look at what we raised during our convention. We didn't have that money in our possession.
It's clear, right? Based on the amount we generated during our fake convention, we did not reach $92,000. All right? Mana Ross said that. Listen.
Possession. And knowing that peace was on the table and the concern of the people was mainly the money, the safety and security of the
key words or the key phrase, safety and security of the money. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, is your money safe? Is your money secure? The people just told us for the $90,000, they took $28,000. Now, what is in the Liberia? Is your money secure? If you ask me, I would say no.
I decided that I should meet with the president, other board members that were present, and executives, that we made some changes in the project. Based on that, we decided we're going to do 2 projects.
Okay. And so now, again, I'll make that point. The guys are saying they are United Sapo Association in Americas. And the United Sapo Association in America, when we make decision, that decision is binding. Mana Ross and the executive, whoever, they cannot meet elsewhere in the corner and change the decision of the General Assembly. They said they are Sapo Association, but now they reduce the project. They're about to reduce it now. Listen, that the people that are making decisions, they are above the General Assembly now.
They are headquarters in Pine Town, and the Care Town in City Town. Even with that being said, the nursing quarter in Pine Town and City Town, if I'm wrong, you can correct me. Each of the buildings will be $29,850 and $850.39.
Okay, 29 grand of each of the 2 projects. Okay, Jada Town and Pine Town, 29 grand each above. Okay, 29 plus. She said, listen to her.
So look at the amount. If you even will go short, we should be the total of $59,778. And we go short, it will not be too much. But we will not take the 3 projects. The 3% will be so hard that we struggle to raise that money. So we decided on 2 buildings. So respecting my president wish, I decided first. My first thing on the plate was, with the noise, let's start our project.
With the noise, let's start our project. Okay? Where are they taking the money from? Just listen, Mana Ross is about to tell you where they're taking it. With the noise, in the midst of the noise, in the midst of the confusion, we can still to certify green. She said to build on the wish of my president. Green Code Deal, in the midst of the noise, we don't care. I want to certify Green Code Deal, so we'll carry on our project.
We called the data and we're able to talk to him to do 2 buildings. And at some point, we will feel financially we can handle another building after the completion that is left with the group. So based on our discussion and agreement, I was able to wire the amount of $28,000.
All right. So she wired $28,000, not from the $90,000, from the money they generated. They did not undertake 3 projects because the 3 projects they wanted to undertake, they cost $92,000 plus. And so they don't have that $92,000 plus. The $90,000, the people are saying they shouldn't touch it. So they are not touching it. And therefore, they are using their $60,000 they generated to undertake 2 projects and forget about the one in Pine Town or in Pelican, sorry. All right? They want to take they will forget the one in Pelican because they don't have $92,000. Okay? Listen.
So with the builder, as we speak, the momentum is on the ground. Wire people have received almost, if it is not all, the materials for the building. I think they are almost all in Pine Town right now with their materials. I was able to speak to Johnstown 2 days ago. They are very excited. If people cannot even wait to welcome all of you to Wire, because they are very, very happy that the decision was made.
All right, so there you go. There you go. So Mana Ross just told you, they told in on this audio, she is clear The people say, if I go forward, they can tell you, but I'm running out of time right now. She will say, oh, we are not touching the $90,000. It's clear. Because if they were touching the $90,000, they will be undertaking 3 projects. But they don't have that financial strength. So they say, you know what? The people say we should not. Everybody complain about the $90,000 we stole. And so we are not using the $90,000. We are going to use because our amount is $60,000. So the total for the 2 projects is around $59,000 for the 2 projects we are about to undertake. And so in the future, when we have time, then the $500 that Mr. Klawu paid for the town hall to be built in a town, we'll find a way for that. But for now, we are going in my town. I'm at RUSS. I need that comfortable place when I go there so I can sleep. And when Green goes there, so they can find a place to sleep as well. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what she said. All right. They have to build. The people are excited. They can't wait. Why the people are excited? Because they want to go there and dance. And after dancing, where they're going to go? They go sleep in the next quarter of the bill. And the people go on the attached horses or the mosquito-infested horses. All right? That's what they want to do. It's all about dancing. And so what Madam Ross reported in the audio, they now lied to their Somalian lawyer. They said, oh, we sent $28,000 already to Liberia and we took it from the $90,000. It's no longer from their $60,000. You see how the people can lie? They are not honest. They are not consistent. And I will make sure that you remain consistent because that's why I will keep all these pieces of documents. I know in the future people will forget and will start playing it again. I said, this is what you said. Be consistent for once. Stop flip-flopping. Me, I told you guys, SINOE County will be free through SARYORPODEH. The Sapo community will be free through SARYORPODEH. The Kru community will be free through SARYORPODEH. The Jerepo community will be free through SARYORPODEH. The Mandingo community will be free through SARYORPODEH. The American Liberian community will be free through SARYORPODEH. Because I will make sure you will be exposed. All the lies that kept our people poor. You're building Nexus quarter all over the place now, and you're telling the people, oh, I took $28,000 from the $90,000, which you say you are not touching. And you want us to take you seriously. And so I told you I will remain superficial. There are a lot of things we are working on right now. The guys have put themselves in work already. Because number one, they changed their name to National Support Association. Okay. If you are National Support Association, how come you went in United Support Association and took $90,000 from that? You got to answer that question to the law. You are not United Support Association in the Americas. You call yourself National Support Association. There are 2 different organizations. So how can you get United Support Association $90,000 in your possession? It's called embezzlement, stealing. It's called peculation. And we'll stop the malversation of our people. The stealing will stop under my watch. I will stop the people. Yeah. So that Manarozo, the erratic mathematical reduction from $90,000 to $62,000. So now they say the people, because right now, the arrangement, their lawyer is trying to, what is something they call arbitration, right? Somebody was making a point, oh, why they can't freeze the account, No, they are not. We are trying to, I think the lawyer suggested to go through arbitration. So when you're doing arbitration, then they can't freeze the account. So the parties got to agree. So that's why the people propose that, okay, let's get an escrow account, put the money there, and whatever the way the case will go, then they will release the money to the party that's supposed to get the money. That's how it is. All right. Now, let me engage with some of your comments here, and I will tell you something else that I have on the platform. Washington. Zena said, it has happened before, and they all come together as one again. Now it is happening again. Be mindful. You all will be together again. No hate. I'm here with peace. All right. Thanks for your advice, Zena. We respect your opinion. I'm kind of watching it, and I'm kind of watching and listening very good. Waiting for the final of the Wahala of the I say, they say. Again, don't be so quick to judge your elders or your siblings by hearing one side of the story. Let all of us wait for the final decision of the court ends. Thank you. I hear with peace. The co-host of this platform. Okay, co-host. I like that. All right. She also said, it is unfair by just hearing one side of the party and just started judging the others. Be careful, people. We are all one. A good leaders always seeks for the peace, not material things or money. The other one part, I don't know. The good leader seeks what? Peace and not material things? All right. I'm not going to do your analysis or your post, your opinion. Yeah, but good leader will also want justice. Good leader will want job. That's why they say peace in the absence of justice is chaos. If the Sapoians think we are peace-loving people, let's put everything aside and focus on the peace first by calling people names that they don't deserve. Who was called names that they don't deserve? Number one, Green is not a thief. RUSS is not a liar. When you tell people you're not taking the 90,000 and you submit that document, you're telling your judge you're going to give $60,000. Why not 90? So we'll call things by their names. I'm not a fan of euphemism. Okay, euphemistic language is where you don't call things. You want to be also called diplomatic language. You say the person lie. You say, the person is a mendaciter. The person is a fabricator. You are a fabulist. No, you're a liar. Damn liar. That's who you are. Okay, that's the same comment. Let me see the next person here. Mr. Carlo is the big liar, so he will do everything in his power to keep lying. And he called himself Man of God. From today on, his name is Man of Liar. All right, so that's the name of Evangelist J. Carlo now, the Man of Liar. Jingo Dio is a very, very bad Sapo man. Yeah. He always provides references and evidences for whatever topic that he talks about, Mr. Carlo. What Mr. Carlo said to me again, Mr. Carlo, Mr. ESOTERIC always provides detailed information and very important range of informative facts. So please don't come on this platform and try to discredit him, Mr. Carlo. You see, Mr. Carlo, when you attack the soldier of justice, I would not even talk. And the people will just decimate your mendacities. Are you speaking the truth? I don't think it works that way. All the judge can do, I believe, is to freeze the account until final decision. I believe. Okay, so you are giving us your belief, your opinion. All right, so we don't have that's your opinion. We respect that. ESOTERIC, I will not come on this podcast, or ESOTERIC will not come on the podcast to lead us with misleading information. No. I am the voice of the elders, the ancestors, and I can't come and mislead the people. No. Let me see here. ESOTERIC will not. Okay, I think I read that. Mr. Carlo is saying you are not telling the truth as it relates to the court issue. Anyways, continue to fill the public with misinformation as usual. Okay, Mr. Carlo, if he says somebody is not saying the truth, right, then give the antithesis. What is the opposite facts? Brush, I can tell Mr. Evangelist James Carlo is a liar, and then I can tell him why he's a liar. So I have not a lot to say. You just give me something that I need not engage because it's just opinion. It's not supported. It's not buttressed with something that will require my challenge or my coming back. I think this speaks volumes to your religious beliefs. You are in a dark room. Someday you will see the light. Okay, I'm not against seeing the light. The question is, what kind of light is that? Is that a factual light or religious light or theological light or empirical light? So there are different lights out there. They got a theological light. I would tell people, something somewhere in the air. It cares for you. But Ebola is killing, and coronavirus is killing people, and that thing still doesn't, it's still waiting to come to your aid. And so that's why they call theological self-deception. That's it. Y'all keep waiting. You wait for that man in the sky. Please invite a theology student, pastor, or bishop. I've been trying, but they're all running away from me. And the thing is, they say theology. What is it? Once you say theology student or pastor, that means you are about to give me a world view. All right. If God is something that is indeed ubiquitous, right? It's everywhere. It's in my living room, wherever I go. Then I don't have to go to a specific institution for somebody to drill their philosophy in my head for years. It's called indoctrination. That's what they do in various schools. And that's why when you get out of school, after you finish making your A's, your C, and W, and Y, and whatever, when you can, you rethink those things that people give you. You challenge it like I'm doing right now. I want pass the test, so I will listen and say, okay, after the other way, you get B-hole in it. I'll just do it so I can pass. All right. So other people can give me the theology they got from the walls of seminaries. But it doesn't prove the existence of God. You just give me theological view. That's it. I can tell the person, what's the brother Wajdo? Okay, yeah. Right now, I don't need to bring your scientist to you to say that, you know, my food in the freezer right now, when you put it in there, it will freeze once you plug it. I don't need scientists to come explain it to you. It can work. That's something that is empirical. But once you walk in the realm of metaphysics, beyond the physical realm, whereas we don't even understand the physical realm, and you go beyond the physical, that's okay, you know, you are in a slippery area right now. Let me just leave you alone. All right, let me go to the last talking point that I have for the day here. You are not telling the truth. All right, I got all the. I want to read your comments so you can say, "Oh, the man can be dodging people comments." So, watching from Sample Community, Greenville City. Watching. Many thanks to you for your continuous contribution to the USA. I'm watching from the powerful state, Florida. The vice president there. All right, so those are the comments. I think. Good evening, veteran Dr. SARYORPODEH, esoteric, following closely from Greenville, South County, to be specific, Nickel Town community. Okay, thank you. Thank you for following. Mr. Mana is following. Thank you. Okay, those are the comments I'm seeing right now. Let me go to. All right, let me go to something else. The last talking point that I have for the day. I think I'm good with time today. All right, so the last one we want to talk about before we let you go, I call this one. Development of the development of SINOE County or SINOE is on perpetual hold because Milton Teja does not want Alvin B. Wiesen, a son of Drepo and SINOE, to serve as fiscal superintendent. Okay, the development of SINOE is on perpetual hold. When something is perpetual hold, right? It just continues no end. We are just waiting it stop forever. It's just going and going, perpetual. Perennial hold right now. We are just holding on. The development, that's a key word of development. It doesn't say destruction. They say I'm saying the development of SINOE County is on perpetual hold because Milton Teja does not want Alvin Wiesen, a son of Drepo, and a son of SINOE, to serve as fiscal superintendent. All right, let me tell you what I'm talking about here. Let me bring the young man on. This is Alvin Wiesen, the son of SINOE County from Drepo. All right, a son of SINOE County from Drepo, from the Drepo belt. You know the Drepo people, they are marginalized in the power structure. I don't know the people of Drepo, they are not represented in the power structure of SINOE County. And so the men are called the political Gandhi or the eclecticists. Eclecticists, that's a new word for you. Eclectici. E-C-L-E-C-T-I-C-T-I-S-T. Eclecticists. T-I-S-T. Okay. So when you are eclectic, when you are an eclecticist, You take a little bit of everything from everywhere. You know, you bring like in America, right? Get different races. You bring the Caucasian, you bring the Haitian, you bring the Asian, you bring the Africans, you bring the African Americans. You take each from everywhere and put them together. So Mr. Zaza being an eclecticist, he wants everybody to be represented in the power structure of SINOE County. And so right now we have the superintendent, Lee Nambuchie, who is from both tribes of the county, the Sapo and the Crew. And so that's Ballas, right? A son of both tribes, Lee Nambuchie. The assistant superintendent, I think, is a Crew woman. All right? Now, and so now the fiscal superintendent position, since Gift Morris passed away, the guy who was there from the Jippo bill. And again, the power structure of the Jippo people are not represented. And so Mr. Zaza thought it's not fair to take our brothers and sisters from the power structure or the leadership equation of the county. And so Alvin was forwarded, his name was forwarded to the president, President Weir, and President Weir made that nomination. Now, when the nomination was made, Milton Tiaje, the chaotic man in SINOE County, he said, you know what? Alvin, we said, it's not my puppet. And so I don't want him to be the superintendent. I want a puppet of mine, the Ghana man right here, Otello Kojo. Meanwhile, Otello Kojo has served before. He served as fiscal superintendent on Prosper Brown. And what did he do? Otello Kojo undermined one of the best superintendents of SINOE County, Prosper Brown. The philosopher was, by then, that Prosper Brown was recommended by Honorable Zaza. And at the time, election was coming up. So when Prosper Brown succeeds, it means that glory will go to Mr. Zaza. And so Milton Tiaje said, you know, I don't want Zaza to be re-elected. 2017 election was coming up. So I will do everything to sabotage his success. And so we'll send Otello Kojo to undermine Prosper Brown. When he fails, they will say, oh, and that's Zaza sent the man there, the man, he didn't do nothing, he didn't do nothing. And so Otello Kojo went there, and he implemented exactly what Mr. Tiaje told him to do. The man sabotaged the administration of Prosper Brown. Not one palava hut wasn't built in SINOE County on Prosper Brown, even though we have money. But the guys were just fighting and fighting and fighting. All right. So now the man said he wants Kojo back to be the fiscal superintendent for Lee Nambuchie, to have a deja vu, to repeat what happened in the past. All right. So because right now Milton Tiaje is fighting Lee Nambuchie. He will get on his radio Kigali in SINOE and say, Lee Nambuchie, he ate money, and make him produce evidence. And so he have been trying over and over to remove Lee Nambuchie. But because John Weir is not giving him face, he can't even see the president. And so what he is doing right now is to put a Ghana man there. So the Ghana man can operate, can initiate his process of stealing and causing confusion in the county. You have to understand a real election is coming on. He said fiscal, it has to do with money. So you want to put Otello Kojo there so they can be stealing the people money again. The way Kojo was there, I mean, that guy is ridiculous. Kojo was the fiscal superintendent by then, and Milton Tiaje told him to remove some student names from scholarship, and the guy did it. And so that's the same guy Milton Tiaje said he wants to go back. So now the caucus met. The caucus met. Mr. Zaza say we want Alvin Wisse to be there, and the guy Milton Tiaje, this guy right here, so you can know the leaders if you don't know them. All right, what's the corrupt man? I think I got a picture somewhere. I got Milton Tiaje picture somewhere. All right, if I don't see the good picture, I'll put another one there. I thought I had a good picture here for him. But anyway, guys, Milton Tiaje right here, this man right here. All right, now Milton Tiaje said, no, I don't want Alvin Wisse because he is not my stooge. When you are, so that's why Alvin Wizard, let me make something clear to you. So when George Weah nominated him, the next day or something, Milton Teje made noise, and they went to the president, and they took the guy's name down from the executive mansion west side. All right. So they say, why is it? Because everybody don't agree, and for the man to be the fiscal superintendent to be nominated, we all got to agree. So it's okay. What should we do? So the caucus met. Milton Teje. All right, this man right here, Milton Teje, is one of the senators for SINOE County. The man that sponsored rape bill. Okay. The next person, the people that are part of the caucus, right? You got here Honorable Matthew Zaza. He's a representative for electoral district number 3, SINOE County. You got Augustine Chien. He's the second senator of the county. We got 2 senators and 3 representatives. This is Mr. Creighton Duncan. He's the chairman of the caucus. And we have Mr. Sampson Weah, represents district number 2. Creighton Duncan represents district number 1. Okay? So the caucus met. And the issue of Alvin Wizard was put on the floor. And after deliberation, the guys said, okay, let's put it to a vote. Let's put it to a vote. Otello, and Alvin, who should we take? So they put it to a vote. Otello, this Ghana man, Mr. Chie, say he wants the Ghana man. Milton Teje said he wants the Ghana man. All right. So now, at the time, Creighton Duncan was in the United States, the chairman of the caucus. He was in the country. So the guys that met, there were 4 at the caucus. So Mr. Zaza said he wants Alvin Wizard. And then Sampson Weah said he wants Alvin Wizard. So we have a democratic deadlock right there. It's a tie. So now we need the chairman of the caucus who is out of the country to break the tie. So now what they did was they placed a phone call. They said Mr. Chairman, yes, to do. They explained it. Alvin Wizard 2 votes. Mr. Otello Kojo 2 votes. And so knowing the record of the Ghana man and knowing the record of Milton Teje, the chairman of the caucus said, no, I'm going with Alvin Wizard. All right. So he got 3 against 2. And so that's how Alvin Wizard name was sent back to the president for nomination. All right. As we speak right now, Milton Teje is still fighting. I don't know what Mr. Chie too, we can't hear anything for him. Maybe he's still working on a couple with Teje, who knows? But I can't confirm that. So right now, the local officials, they were appointed, they got their appointment letter, they went through confirmation. But right now, the fiscal superintendent of SINOE County is not yet clear. The man has not been clear yet. And that is what I'm saying. The development of SINOE is on perpetual hold because the superintendent Lee Nambechi came on radio the other day, one of those stations, and they're asking what are we doing with respect to development in the county? Do we have some money? And the superintendent announced to us that the central government sent $200,000 to the county for development. But the reason they have not undertaken project is the county does not have fiscal superintendent. All right. So that has been over 4 or 5 months. And that speech sent our interview, the superintendent had an interview. So right now, Milton Teje does not want development in SINOE because he wants Otello Kojo. Otello Kojo, because of a bad performance as fiscal superintendent, the man ran 3 times in the county. He ran to be senator. Mr. Chie beat him. All right. He ran to be representative. He was beaten by Sampson Weah. All right. So the man has been beaten 3 times. All right. The first time Otello ran against Chie because they were completing the term of Justice Joseph Nabwe. You know, a by-election. So the by-election, this man beat him. And then when he turned over not too long ago, Chie was re-elected again. Otello ran again. They beat him again. And then he said, okay, I won't be representative when Numbers Law died. He wants to be the representative for district number 2. And then Samson Brown, we came from the side and beat him again. You know, so because of the terrible record, it's the same man that Milton Teje wants to be the fiscal superintendent. That's why right now, no development in SINOE County because of this corrupt Milton Teje man. All right? This man right here, who took him by in the river. All right? Now, regular taking by and do something over there that medicine. That voodoo, when they say the voodoo chief of SINOE County, he said he's the owner of SINOE County. And the man there, the owner of SINOE County now, he's begging for re-election right now, so he need it down. Right now, you see the man? No, that our Pope man. Milton tell you backing. All right. Milton tell you that. So SINOE County, you know your problem. You know who is the problem. Why we don't have hospitals. We don't have clinics. We don't have nothing going on right now in SINOE. It's because of the so-called lawmaker you have. All right? He doesn't want anybody. He doesn't want the other person. Everything should go his way. When it doesn't go his way, it's a problem. All right? So that way we are right now in SINOE County. Let me see one thing before I let you go. The last thing here, I'm done already. Basically, I covered the major thing that I have to cover today. But I want to remind you. Let me bring that bullet point down. All right, so this is what I wanted to show you before I leave for the day. Right here. Our national vice president, just a reminder, our national vice president, Mr. Gossett Toffin, burial is coming up December. Just let me put the details out here again if you don't know. That's what they put out on Facebook. Mr. Boto Jawi published this. All right, so the schedule of events of the burial of the vice president, the Friday, December the 3rd, 2021, wakekeeping from 7 p.m., Victory Harvest Fellowship International Church. The address, everything is listed there in 2536 South 59th Street, Philadelphia, PA. And you can see everything there. On Friday, December the 3rd, also they have what they call quiet hour at 10 p.m. The address is listed then. 1115 Summit Street, Derby, PA. And then on Saturday, December the 4th, will be service of celebration, okay? It begins at 9 a.m., Victory Harvest Fellowship International Church. And then the address, everything is listed there, 2536 South 59th Street, Philadelphia, PA. Saturday the same, Saturday the 4th, 2021, interment. It will be a Holy Cross Cemetery. And the address, everything listed there. The same Saturday, the 4th, there will be a refreshment. And they got to say SA Cafe on 40 Grand Road, Upper Derby. All right, so that's information that I want you to know before we let you go for the day. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, we want to say thank you so much for joining us. It's China always. I highly appreciate your time participating and all remaining quiet and sharing and not sharing. Whatever the case may be, we appreciate you. That being said, Asablende.
Asablende, apoblemo, dosagrimo. Agitoba, ajabuja, dosagrimo. Agitoba, apoblemo, dosagrimo. Asablende, ajabuja, dosagrimo. Seguir, amude mule, I say fun and jide, amude mule. Fun for second more,
See a polyabo.
Sansan second more,
See a polyabo.
yes yeah, yes yeah, yes yeah. Angele, 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 yes yeah, yes yeah, yes yeah. Angele, 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 angele.
Watch out, we want peace and unity. Watch out, we always come together. Love is the reason why we live. Love is the only thing that brings us together. Watch out, we want peace and unity. Watch out, we always come together.
Watch out. We want peace and unity. Watch out. We'll go back home one day and leave the confusion. Even though I will make it all red with the truth, I will not hide it. I will talk it. We will talk it. All right, guys, I'm out for the day. Enjoy the rest of your day as well.